Alright, let's get started with example 2. Now, again, at the end, you put your answer here, but you gotta work on the nearpod. So, let's do this. I ended up putting a CFS, so the first step is we have to find the value of x that will make the inequality true. And again, remember, the first thing we gotta do is get rid of the number without the variable. So this is my number side, this is my variable side, and we want to get rid of this -2 first. That's the number without the variable. Again, it's just easier. So here, if I'm subtracting by 2, we do the inverse always. So I add 2 because I want to make this 0. So -2 plus 2 is 0, so plus 2. And we do it on both sides. Anything I do to one side, I do to the other. This gives me 0, and I get 3x is less or equal to 12. Now, what times 3 gives me 12? Well, I know it's 4, but how do I get that? Again, we always do the inverse. So if I'm multiplying 3 times x, I do the inverse and I divide. Also because we want to get 1x. So here, we get 1x is less or equal to 4. Okay, because 12 divided by 3 is 4. That's how I got it. How did I get 12? 10 plus 2 is 12. So here, like, we always read it in the perspective of x. So, you know, I'm reading it this way. Usually we always read it from left to right, but we want to know an x perspective. So this is saying that x is, and here it would be less than or equal to 4. Because I'm reading it this way. So now when we graph, so we wrote our statement, now we have to graph the inequality. What did we have? We had this right here, less than or equal to, which means it's a closed circle because x can be 4. X is included. So my circle is actually closed. And it says x is less than 4, so I go ahead. Oops, not great, but highlight all the numbers that are less than 4. And you should kind of get the hang of it. What you're going to do next is obviously put your answer, what you think. So x is less than or equal to 4. Right over here, you click on it. And now we're going to get to example 3. So example 3 is the same thing. Like, you really should be able to do it. I want you to try it on your own. Just remember that you get rid of the constant first. So here we get rid of the 4 first. And in example 4, we get rid of the 2. So for example 4, make sure that you get rid of the 2 first, the number without the variable. So you would subtract 2 on both sides. So it just looks a little bit weirder because of the order, but it's the same.